when it comes to opinions from people on social media about nursing and nurses, I too much don't take them serious. I don't take them serious at all because they're just that. They're opinions. And when you leave from behind the screen, you got to go back to your life and do what you have to do. Let's talk about it.
But you can live pretty well by yourself.
What's good, YouTube? It's your man CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again, back with another video. There's been a lot of talk recently on social media about nurses, and I've been seeing like more of the negative side of it, which again normally I don't pay attention to, but when I get a little break from studying, I like to scroll on social media every now and then, TikTok, and I see the opinions coming in. Oh, nurses don't make a lot of money. Nurses are not rich. She has to work 200 and some hours to make this amount. She's going through stress to be able to go on that trip. She don't have a house. She don't have family. She don't have kids. And this is why I when I give advice on this channel, I always say I base the advice that I give and I relate it to people that are in situations like mine. I cannot tell you how to navigate through nursing as a single father of 3. I simply can't tell you how to do that because I don't know how to do that. I can only do what I do. And at the end of the day, that's all it is. But I am quite curious. Why is it a problem when certain people have issues in nursing? And when they have those issues in nursing, they bring it to the world and they make it seem like it's everybody. Their experience is going to be like that. And that's simply not true. It's never going to be enough for some people. You become a CNA, they say, well, when are you going to become an LPN? You become an LPN, when are you going to be an RN? You become an RN, when you're going to get your master's. When you get your master's, when you're going to become an MP. When you become an MP, when you're going to be a CRNA. When you become a CRNA, when you're going to be an MD. It never stops, ladies and gentlemen, and that is why it's so important that you have yourself and your values and your goals grounded, and you stay grounded in your beliefs, what you want to get out of this field. Now let's just address a couple things. Are nurses instant millionaires? No, nobody ever said that. Are nurses rich? Most of them are not. Truth be told, most of them get into the game with a lot of debt, paying all this money for degrees, diplomas, and they just simply don't know how to go to nursing school for a reduced price and everything like that. So, no, most nurses come out of school on big money. So that part is true. But to say that you cannot create a work-life balance when it comes to this game of nursing, that's crazy, because everybody has the same opportunity. If you have a nursing license, you have the opportunity to make money anywhere in the country. I'll be the first one to say, though, everybody's situation ain't the same. So let me talk to the people who may be in a situation like mine. No kids, live below their means. There's nothing wrong with working overtime, especially if you're working overtime to get ahead and you want to accomplish something. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't let nobody work shame you into thinking that something is wrong with you working overtime, getting your money, stacking your paper. I've even seen nurses come on the internet and say, I don't like nurses that work 5 days in a row. Why? Why is that your business? If the patients are safe, they do their job efficiently, no errors or anything like that, then what's the problem? And don't get it twisted. You could have a well-rested nurse that give you some kind of error or mid-error or anything like that. But what's the issue? And I've learned that those that talk about people that do that kind of stuff, 9 times out of 10, those are the ones who can't do that kind of stuff. You can't stop a nurse hustler. You can't stop a hustler, period. But a nurse hustler especially, because they are going to do what they have to do to get to that paper and set that goal. And let's just be realistic for a second. With those people who come on the internet and they give their gripes about nursing, and some of them are nurses, what they won't tell you is that they made horrible choices once they got paid. What they won't tell you, as soon as they graduated, they went out and they bought a brand new Beamer or a BMW, and they got stuck paying an $800 a month car note. So now they have to work to keep up with those bills. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that they went out and got a $2,000 a month apartment or $3,000 a month apartment to stunt and to show off. They don't tell you that part. They just tell you that, oh no, it's impossible. You'll never get rich from nursing and blah, 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 blah. I made $110,000 my very first year as a licensed practical nurse with less than 1 year of education. My name is CJ Kyles, aka the High Value Nurse, and in my brand new ebook, The Ultimate LPN Mindset, I give nurses, seniors, and healthcare workers alike the tips and the tricks that I use to shape my mind into what I needed it to be to get the money all up in these nursing homes and in these medical facilities so they can get the paper they deserve. And you can go get it at thehighvaluenurse.com. It's a method to the madness. So for the people that are like me, it is in your best interest to live below your means. If you want to create a good work-life balance, you need to have some sort of nest egg. Good nest egg to have, I would say $40,000. My goal over the next year and a half is to stack up 40 to 50 grand. But a starter nest egg, I would say nothing less than $15,000. That's a great starter nest egg, and that could be done relatively quickly. If you're a single individual and you're reducing your bills and you're not going above your means, you can still live a great life and have a great work-life balance once you done saved up your nest egg. You save up your nest egg, and then you reduce your hours to work regular hours. And still taking that money and adding on to the pot. You adding on into your investments. You adding on to your retirement. You put money up and you save. I know I'm a guy that likes simple math. And I believe as a nurse, you shouldn't be working for less than $30 an hour anywhere. So with that being said, if you are a nurse and you're making $30 an hour and you're working at the minimum, let's just say you got your 15. I would say 20. For real, 20 is a great nest egg to start off at. But let's just say you got your 20 grand. I'm gonna say 20 because I think every nurse should shoot for that. So if you making $30 an hour, and again, let me get this calculator popped up because y'all know I like simple math. Y'all know I like simple math. So let's get this pulled up. If you're making $30 an hour and you working 72 hours every 2 weeks, that's $21.60. Taxes is 20% here, so you bring home $17.28. $17.28 plus, well, you times it by 2. That's $34.56 every month. If you working minimally 3 days a week. Now let's just say you have your nest egg. You live a minimalist lifestyle. You feel me? And you add on to that pot. Like for me, my rent, it's not that bad. So I pay about $14.80 for rent. No car note. Cell phone bill is $150, and that's for 4 lines. Lights around $100. Gas in the wintertime about now is about $38 a month, and then cable I believe is about $100. And let's just add my car insurance. I'm actually about to lower my car insurance, but let's just say it was about $160. I'm barely scraping 2 G's a month. Now these is like the necessary bills. 2 G's a month. All right, cool. So what we say, 1774. If that's the wrong one, then forgive me. I think it was like 344. I think it was like, hold on. Let's see, we did 30 times 72. 216. 1728. And you times that by 2, that's 34.56. So 34.56 a month, and my monthly bills is $2,034 a month. I still got an extra $1,422 to play with for the rest of the month. Now again, you'll never catch me for real working this minimally unless, one of my side hustles is really taking off and I'm investing a bunch of time into that. I'll always be adding on to my pot, whether it's me doing a 7-day stretch and doing what I do there, and then taking a week off. Like, you'll never see me working this minimally though. That's crazy. I just don't do that. But I still got $1,422 to play with, adding on to my pot, adding on to that pot, and I'm adding on to that pot on top of that 20 grand. Like, to me, it's just real simple math. I can add that to investments. Of course, we are investing in side hustles. We are looking at ways to increase our money and to make our money work for us. But if you want to create a good work-life balance, it can be done. All you got to do is put in some work for a few months. Put in some work for a few months, save that paper, and then start the grind. Then you start the grind working on your side business, on your side hustles, putting money up to the side. Now, to you dudes and to you ladies out there that got a gang of kids and a whole bunch of unnecessary bills, I don't know what to tell y'all. Yeah, the game is different for y'all. And if y'all got a YouTube and y'all nurses, y'all know how to figure it out, figure it out. Now, if I'm saving it, if after I pay all my real bills, I got an extra $1,400 a month to play with. If I put in that overtime, of course I'm gonna be saving a lot of money. There's no crime in that. There's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that, and that's what a lot of people try to tell you. A lot of people try to tell you that, oh, you work too much, you don't have a life. Listen. The problem is we don't know how to have a balance. They don't teach us balance in nursing school. They don't even really teach us balance in normal life. They don't teach us to make the right decisions early in life so we don't have to work like slaves just to keep up. And that'd be the problem. Yeah, is inflation an issue? Of course. Inflation is definitely an issue. Do we have things going on with our economy that needs to be addressed? 100%. But as a nurse, if you can't get no paper out here and you really struggling, that's on you. And don't get me wrong. As my years as a nurse, I have blown money, spent it on dumb stuff, but that's 100% my fault. And I'm not going to blame nursing for that. I'm not going to blame nobody else but myself. And that's just what it is. That's literally what it is, man. So yeah, online you're going to find a lot of bitter nurses. But a lot of them were tricked. A lot of them got a taste of this lifestyle and realized that it's not all peaches and cream. Yep, it's hard. Yep, you're going to have days where you want to quit. Yep, you're going to have days where you want to go off on everybody. That's part of the game. It's literally part of the game. And you just take the good with the bad. But I tell you what, though, this is way better than anything that I used to be doing, working in them group homes, working at the Sam's Club. This is way better. I found me two contingent jobs where I can make my schedule. I can leave town when I want. Man, please. Y'all do what y'all want, complain all you want. Not me. I'm on it. And like I said, my goal for over the next year and a half, save up 40 to 50 grand. And then after that, I'm living my work-life balance. Don't let another person who don't pay your bills discourage your hustle. I don't have people comment on my post, man, I don't know if I want to do this no more based on the video that they saw. You're going to have rough times in any field that you're in. It's just you just got to pick and choose what's right for you. But to think that you're not going to have it rough in some areas, that's crazy. Because you are. You will. The rough times are going to come. But I'm telling you, with nursing, with a few months of hard work and some hustle, finding a couple jobs where you can be contingent at, making your own schedule, doing your thing, get in and get out. Don't get involved in the drama within the BS. Learn how to protect your license and stand up for yourself. It's nothing that you can't do. The money that you make from this can catapult into something else. Are you going to get rich working at bedside? No, you're not. But you have to transition that and take that money and learn how to do another skill that's going to get you to the point to where you become rich. And that's just what it is. So don't let nobody stop your hustle. Get your paper If you want to do it, then do it. But it's a lot of bitter nurses out there that are miserable because life is not going the way that they thought it was going to go once they became nurses. Don't you forget that. There are a lot of miserable nurses out there whose life didn't go the way that they thought it was going to go when they became nurses. It happens. But don't let their mistakes hinder you. That's all I got to say. My name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again. Make sure you go to thehighvaluenurse.com and get you some stuff. And until next time, I'm going to let you in a minute. Peace.